We just landed in Manila, and within the first 30 minutes, we realized something we were not prepared for. Cards were not working, and every ATM was charging us just to withdraw our own money. And that's when we realized this trip was going to be very different. Hi guys, welcome back, and I am so incredibly excited today because we are finally starting our Philippines adventure. This is a trip that has been 6 years in the making. We actually planned to visit Philippines back in November 2020, but we all know what happened then. The world stopped and the life had other plans. But finally, we are here. In today's video, we are taking you from Delhi to Manila, covering everything from flight details and the cost to immigration, SIM card, and of course the currency. From the midnight madness at Delhi airport to the cash is king reality in Manila, I am taking you through every single step. So if Philippines is on your bucket list, grab a cup of coffee and let's get into it. And today we are super excited.
We are traveling to Philippines, the most amazing beaches in the entire world. Now, by the way, Philippines is visa-free for all Indians.
Our journey kicked off at 11:30 p.m. from Delhi. We booked AirAsia flight and budget-wise we paid just 25,000 for 3 people. But that was just for the 7 kg carry-on.
अपना सामान पॉकेट्स में भर लिया क्योंकि एयर एशिया की फ्लाइट है चले
पैसे बचाने के तरकीब
सामान को हैंड में पकड़ लिया है ना चलो.
We booked one 20 kg checked-in baggage separately, which costed us around 6,000 rupees.
So let's get going and check in our luggage first and see you after the immigration and security check-in. So we are now done with our security check and the immigration was super smooth, and we are now heading towards the lounge as usual.
As a routine ritual for air travel, we spent some time in the lounge before heading to the gate. The flight itself was comfortable, and if you are like us and can sleep on planes, it will be a short one. We landed in Kuala Lumpur at 7:40 in the morning, feeling that half asleep but excited to travel buzz. We had a 6-hour layover in Kuala Lumpur. The transport in Kuala Lumpur was seamless. Just show your passport and your next boarding pass and you are through. Once through, our first mission was finding a place to rest and refuel.
So we have just landed in Kuala Lumpur, and this is a very special airport
This is
to
a very special airport
both
to
of us because this was the first international airport we've been together.
Yeah, this is the first international airport where we came together.
Yeah.
There was just a layover of 3 hours, but this was the only airport that we explored together.
Together for
Like, we enjoyed it a lot.
that time. As for now, we had an overnight flight from New Delhi to Kuala Lumpur, and we just landed at 7:30 in the morning here. And the first thing that we are doing is going to a lounge and getting some coffee and some sleep for a couple of hours in there so that we are ready for our next leg of journey. So let's go.
And one more thing, after our sleep, we like to have food as well, free food.
Obviously, that goes without saying that if you're going to a lounge, you will enjoy the free food.
We headed straight to the Travel Club lounge near the queue gate. It was such a relief. The atmosphere was super calm with these beautiful wood accents and the view of the runway. We spent some quality time there having a proper breakfast and just catching our breath before the next leg. Just that you know, we could find a number of vegetarian options here, and honestly, we were satisfied. One thing I want to point out is that the coffee is absolutely amazing. So if you are in this lounge, make sure to try it. After our breakfast, we spent some time exploring the duty-free shops and then headed to the security check. At the security check for the Manila leg, they make you discard all your water. You can only bring one tiny empty bottle to refill inside. You can of course buy water inside if you don't have one. You will be paying around 10 ringgit, that's about 230 INR for a single liter of water inside the gate.
So we are done with our security check. It was very straightforward. We did not have to take our luggage out. But one thing is that they don't allow the water bottles inside. So don't even bother to carry. We got a few bottles from the lounge and they were thrown away. But we took the liberty to take one empty bottle and we are just carrying it and we'll refill it somewhere.
Just before boarding our flight to Manila, we had one more strategic stop. A quick meal at the Taste of India. When you're traveling with a kid, you know that hungry quickly turns into cranky and none of us wanted to start the next leg that way. The dosa with sambar was exactly what we needed to keep everyone happy for the flight.
So this place has a lot of vegetarian options if you are a vegetarian, which you can have, and we are having dosa. Tasty, tasty dosa.
And finally, after 15 hours 45 minutes, including our layovers and 40-minute delay, we finally touched down the international airport in Manila. We walked toward the immigration and it was the smoothest process ever. No one asked for our hotel bookings, proof of funds, or even the QR codes.
So we are done with our immigration. It was very smooth. Actually, they did not even check the QR code and all, but then obviously,
Because we had a child with us.
yeah, we had a child with us. We were traveling as a family, so did not ask much. Just how long we were there in Philippines and what if there is any visa for Indians. So you have to be pretty confident in telling that it is it's visa free for Indians and things like that. And now we are waiting for our baggage to move out of this area.
And just like that, we are officially in Philippines. The very first thing we did after heading out, well, the food. Our little one was starving, so we went for Burger King. The meal was about 280 pesos and it gave us the energy to tackle the logistics. With bellies full, we had two missions. Mission 1 was connection. The SIM card queue was long and unorganized. We skipped the expensive 2,500 pesos Globe eSIM and got a physical smart SIM for 500 pesos. That gave us 90 GB of data for 28 days. I think which is plenty for all the Google Maps and the Grabs we were about to use. And then the cash mission. Manila is extremely cash heavy. As usual, we carried our currency card and we looked for ATM to withdraw the cash. But at the ATM, there is a 10,000 pesos limit and a mandatory 250 pesos fee per transaction. But we figured out a hack. If you use the BPI or BDO ATM, select credit instead of saving or current. It lets you withdraw up to 20,000 pesos in one go for the same fee. Or I would suggest bring USD cash straight away. The exchange rate at the airport bank are actually really fair. Now that we've got our SIM, we got our cash, and we are officially ready, in the next episode, we will show you our first real glimpse of Manila. We will be booking our first Grab, heading out to our hotel in Makati, and have a very interesting first dinner and a 7-Eleven run, which you don't want to miss. I will see you in the next one.